Good evening. Welcome. It's over Yanks with Micheal.
Must say, with all due respect, I find it very hard to see the logic behind some of the moves you have made with this fine organization. In the past 20 years, you have caused myself and the city of New York a good deal of distress, as we have watched you take our beloved Yankees and reduce them to a laughingstock, all for the glorification of your massive ego.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the It's Over Micheal Caputo. Salute.
How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. Baseball's back.
Baseball
back.
is back indeed. Let's give it.
I've been waiting for this for a while. I was wondering when we were finally gonna come to an agreement with the owners and the players, and now we're officially back. So this is what we've been waiting for. So let's see what the Yankees do and what all these big market teams are gonna do.
With that said, let's get the official welcome to baseball.
Pretty good.
All right. We have some guests in the green room. We have Heel. We have Troy Boy. We're going to bring them in a moment. Let's first say hello to them as we bring them.
Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman.
Hey, what's up, Troy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Doing well.
Yeah,
Breaking
I'm
news.
Troy. Yeah,
Glad to be here.
glad to be here too. So baseball's officially back. So what do you think, Troy? You happy?
I'm happy like most fans. I'm not gonna get totally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You know, it's early in the season, but I'm glad we have things to look forward to.
Yeah.
Especially our favorite teams and fantasy sports. If you're into that, that's anticipation.
Yeah, it is. The main thing is we got the sport back. I want to see what the Yankees are going to do now. And so Heel, how do you feel about the season being back? Are you excited? You pumped? Heel? You hear me, Heel?
Oh, I'm so pumped.
Okay.
Guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. There's
Yeah,
a little bit
I
of
can
a delay, but now I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now. There's a little delay before.
Yeah.
So we got April 7th is the officially open day.
I'm really happy for the season to be back.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it took long enough. We had all
April
that.
7th is the...
April 7th. Yeah, April 7th is is opening day. So it's the Yankees are playing the Red Sox to open up the season. So what moves do you want to see? What are you looking forward to with these big free agents that are going to sign?
1 second. We have another guest in the building. So let's bring on the Pope of Sports.
All
No
right.
introduction needed. He's going to bless the program for the very first time. It's a pleasure. So let's give him his proper introduction. Give me a minute, Heel, for one.
Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman.
Hello, my people. How are you doing? Baseball is back. The love of the game. These greedy owners and greedy players finally agree. I thought they were going to cancel all the spring training games. The Papa Sports has games to go to next Friday. Yankees and Nationals. I hope that they don't cancel any of those games. It's supposed to start April 7th, I heard. Luxury tax is going to $230, so that's good for the big market teams that want to spend the money. And Mr. Troy, how you doing? All my guests and Mr. Caputo. You have your nice new show now. You have like the Seinfeld. You have a new Michael Costanza.
Yeah, that's the tagline.
George Costanza. Doing your rants. Now you should be happy. You got baseball. I heard the Yankees are going after Freddie Freeman. They're going to spend the big bucks. They need a first baseman. They need a shortstop. They have so many holes. If you look at all the teams, big payrolls. Have you ever seen a team as a $220 million payroll and have so many flaws and holes on the team? Short and first and pitching and bullpen and center field and catcher. I never saw so many problems. But the Yankees, if they're willing to spend the money, the luxury tax, they want to win, that beat teams like the Boston, get revenge. It's been so long. I can't believe it. Has it been 13 years since
Yeah.
the Yankees have won a World Series. So
Yeah.
now
Speaking of them, are they going to do something now? Are we finally going to get? We're going to finally get big
I
moves.
heard that they had an offer on the table for Freddie Freeman before the lockout. There was an offer, so maybe he'll accept it now. Now that the lockout's over, they can add a Freeman. Maybe look at a shortstop. I don't think they're going to go crazy over Correa. I heard they were talking about him before the lockout. They're talking Michael Conforto. I heard.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He was terrible last year.
But maybe they're going to trade Gallo. Maybe Conforto replace him.
Yeah.
This is a free agent
Oh,
list we have here that pitches and position plays. Kershaw, I think he'll go to Texas because he's from Texas. He's getting older, and he'll probably go with most likely with Seager because former teammate. Carlos Rodon, free agent with the White Sox. He's coming. He has injury history. Danny Duffy injury history. Greinke's getting old. Jansen with the Dodgers all those years closing. So the Yankees, can make trades. Maybe Matt Olson if they don't get Freeman. They have Olson, Sean Manaea, Bassett, all these other guys. They have so many guys because Oakland's rebuilding. So the Yankees have chances to make trades if they don't want to, pay so much money because their payroll is like $220. So if they want to Luke Voigt to trade him, they would have to trade DJ LeMahieu, try to get rid of salary because LeMahieu still has $15 million. He had an injury last year. He had it down here. Torres. I don't know if they want to trade a young Torres, give up on a young guy. LeMahieu's the guy that's 34. Maybe you should trade LeMahieu. You have money to put towards other players, and you want to improve. Because look at the Mets; they spent so much. Scherzer, $45 million a year for a 37-year-old. So Steve Cohen is trying to take over New York. So now the Yankees have opportunity to try to improve this team, and they have to win that division. Tampa Bay, they always know how to scout and develop. Like I said, the Yankees, it's not just buying and spending. That's why I try to tell Mr. Michael Costanza over here. I try to tell him you have to have a balance. You have to have scouting and development. You can't just buy everybody.
Wait, can I just say something for a minute? This guy just said Robert Paul, whatever his name is, said the pitching isn't bad. The Yankees pitching is horrible.
Yeah.
Dude. They got to upgrade pitching. Come on.
Last year, the Yankees pitching was actually good.
But the pitching is no good.
It's all about health. If Cole can stay healthy, Montgomery, Severino stay healthy, they need more depth. That's the real problem, depth. If they add Carlos Rodon, Sean Manaea, they'll have more depth because Lewis Hill, they have potential. Now, Lewis Hill has potential. Michael King, they have to scout and develop. Bring up some of these guys pitching.
But their farm system hasn't been good in over 30 years. So
that's not true. Their farm system actually has been a lot of scouts think their farm system was in the top 10 the last 3 years. But the problem is they do overhype their prospects, but they have to give these guys a chance to bring them up. Maybe it's Volpe, maybe it's Parisa could be good. These young shortstops, maybe that's why they don't want to go after Carlos Correa. They think these guys have potential, and they still got Torres on LeMahieu. So that's the thing. They could do a stopgap, maybe a Story for 2-3 years until these guys are ready. They could do that. Maybe Story could move to second.
They better make moves because if they don't do anything, I'm not going to watch because this is right now currently without moves, they're a 4th place team. Without any moves, they're not making the playoffs. If they don't do anything,
you can never tell. Baseball's different year to year. You never know. You got the developing on Soriano could hit. You got to let it unfold before you have a judgment there because the ball is round. Injuries, you never know. Career years, Judge, that's another one. Could he have a career year, trying to get that salary and putting the team on his back? You never know. Do you think Gleyber Torres could bounce back? There's a lot of ifs. Me personally, I think they're going to get a stopgap shortstop. The stopgap shortstop, could be Story or could even be Didi Gregorius.
No, forget about Didi. I don't want Didi. Forget about Didi. These Yankee fans have to stop with Didi. The guy was a below-average shortstop. He was nothing great.
Simmons?
Enough is enough with this guy. He just beat on the Minnesota Twins.
But at least offensively, he was up there. He was definitely.
But I didn't think he was that great. He wasn't a superstar.
Well, another problem I didn't bring up the Puma Sports. Their defense was one of the worst in baseball last year.
It was atrocious.
Like 29.
Yeah, horrible. One of the worst defensive teams in baseball.
Well, that is the real focus, I think, short and first. I think that's what Cashman wants to do. And catcher, Gary Sanchez, are they going to release him?
Oh, Gary Sanchez is terrible. Release
They
that
give him
guy.
a contract.
Send him
He
on
has
a
no value. That's another
send him to
thing.
McDonald's. He should be working at McDonald's, Gary Sanchez.
Well, yeah, it's a shame. I thought Sanchez was so great. Remember when he came up, he was good, and his defense got worse, lazy, behind the plate, not even getting in front of the ball, and then his hitting, low batting average.
Is he still on a contract?
Yeah, well, this is his final season. This is his last year, Troy. And then he's a free agent next year. They're not going to resign him. No way.
Yeah, he has to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But his trade value is so bad, so you can't trade him. That's why even if they try, the reason is the Yankees don't have anyone, I don't think, ready. They have the Anthony Seager.
Oh, they have Austin Wells. They have Anthony Seager.
Austin Wells, all these up-and-coming catchers. I don't think they're ready, so that's why they're trying to see.
But you see, the problem is with the Yankees is they don't bring their guys up like that. You bring them up now. You can't wait forever for they're 21, 22. You got to wait till they're 27.
I think they're ready. Austin Wells, and then they could make a trade with Oakland. Sean Murphy is available on a trade with Mania. They could do a trade like that, and Sean Murphy catcher, and there's other catches. Not top catches.
We spoke about a good trade in the offseason with a catcher. Heel had a good catcher or trade proposal. Heel, do you remember that one that you were telling me about with the Guardians?
Oh, Indians,
yeah. They're the Guardians now, but yeah.
Yeah.
What was the trade?
I remember, but it can't happen anymore because I think.
Well, there was another guy I was thinking maybe Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, from the Cubs.
But,
I would like Salvador Perez, but Kansas City's not going to get rid of him.
Oh yeah, I would like him too, but I don't know if they're going to trade. They're going to do a trade with the Yankees.
He's already up there in age.
But well, I wanted him years ago, Perez, but see, that's why the Yankees got it like the Dodgers. Will Smith, these young catchers, start developing. Maybe in 2 years, this Austin Wells, maybe he'll be good, and they'll use him. We'll see what the Yankees do, but
Well, I have a question. I got a question. So, since spring training is pretty much like all diminished, are they at least going to have a couple of games to get them into a little bit of a, get them ready? And what do you think about like spring training being completely wiped out?
No, it's a condensed spring training.
Right.
Teams report this weekend. Players report this weekend. And from heard, it's gonna be a free frenzy now from 6 o'clock on to signing free agencies, and players are gonna try to latch on teams. So we're gonna, both the BX Sports Jedi Network and the Popo Sports Network, we're gonna have a lot of updates over and over on free agency and trackers. So we're gonna be busy. So
tonight,
let's get the coffee ready.
Right now, we might see something go down. I mean, it starts tonight, free agency.
Now, do you think less spring training games, as they're going to do it, will affect injuries, not affect injuries? Will guys be ready? Or spring training absolutely doesn't matter at all? That's
a good question. I think a lot of guys say that they're ready after 2 weeks of baseball. Usually they complain. Remember the narrative they say is, spring training is too long. Guys are ready in 2 weeks. They're ready to go. And the other 2 weeks is to see which lower echelons of players complete the 40-man, the 25-man roster. So this year, they might not have a good look at a player that they might bring on to the 25, 26-man roster. So that's going to hurt. So it's up to the organizations to know what they have at their development stage. So you're going to see depth all around Major League Baseball this year being tested.
Right. Yeah, I'm worried about the injuries. I agree.
Well, it would affect prospects, like you're just saying. It will affect prospects mainly. Like
Maria, we do. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, we need major
changes. Injuries, I hope that don't happen, because remember, these players haven't been playing on the field. You have to wear cleats now. It's different than playing on regular without cleats. So now I hope they don't get hamstring injuries, all these other problems. So less games, and it's starting April 7th. And I have a spring training game next Friday, the Yankees and Nationals. If they can, there's March 18th. I hope they played. I had a ticket. I thought they were going to cancel all the March games, and then today.
Who are you playing? Which ticket did you?
The Nationals and the Yankees at West Palm Beach. I'm in Florida now, so I have tickets in advance.
They pulled the Nationals away from us. They were only a half hour in Vieira. They moved them away, and they took the Astros away from Kissimmee, over 10 minutes away.
Yeah, because they're both the West Palm Beach Astros and Astros.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they.
Man, that'd be nice. You could get in the game while you're down there because you were
at
really
least
looking forward to
one
it.
game. I was going to see the Mets and the Astros, but they canceled that. And Nationals, Astros. So,
Yeah,
at least
so
I get one.
You get one game in before you head up north, and bring the weather with you, please. Bring the nice weather.
It is. The weather is. It could be 60 degrees next week. 55, 60.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, what's with this draft compensation? I'm behind with that. Now, what is that the draft compensation?
When when you sign a free agent, you got to qualify and offer it. They usually give draft picks.
Yeah.
For the free agents, that's what it.
That's what they were fighting over.
That's why the Yankees don't want to, any team, all 30 teams, they're careful of, like Freeman. If the Braves gave him a qualifying offer, he turns it down, then you have to get him a draft pick, then you got to get them pay him. So that's why a lot of teams are worried about draft pick compensation plus the luxury tax. Why do you think the Yankees were waiting? There's no excuse now, right?
Oh no, now they got to spend it. What is it now? 230 or the payroll 230, 240?
Well, their payroll is around 210, 214.
I mean, like for the luxury tax. The luxury tax
is 230.
So they better spend 30.
I think they wanted to go to 240 something. The life luxury tax. I wish it was 240 now because now let's say it's 230. The Yankees would have 10, 15 million. That's why if they want to go over the luxury tax, is he going to pay the luxury tax or he's going to trade like contracts like LeMahieu or Voigt to save money to put it towards other players?
Yeah.
I'm wondering what they're going to do, Cashman.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting to see what this team's going to do because I'm sick of and tired of hearing this every year that they can't spend money and they got to stay under the luxury tax when they have $210 million payroll and they have billions. This team. I know that Cohen is the richest owner in sports right now, but that doesn't give the Yankees a pass not to do anything. I mean, enough is enough with this crap.
Well, every team has a budget. Everyone has a limit. You can't just.
I know that. But the Yankees are the Yankees. Just saying.
I know, but you don't think? Let's say their budget is $260. You don't think that's being cheap?
No, but it's not $260. It's $210. I think.
I'm saying, let's say they spend on Freeman, which is going to cost $30 million.
Yeah.
And then you make a trade for Manaea or someone. That's almost $260 right there.
Well, they need pitching though. You can't just get Freeman in there.
I'm saying they're going to add pitching, Manaea in a trade or Costanza. They could do both. But then if they do that, that means you're not going to give King a chance. You're not going to give Lewis Hill a chance. And Cortez was good too.
Yeah, he was like a one-hit wonder, I think. I don't know.
I know, but give him a chance. He don't make much money. Maybe he'll be he's the real deal. I didn't think he was that great, and he surprised me last year.
But after Garrett Cole, I mean, they don't have a World Series rotation. That's the thing. They don't have like the Mets. Look at the Mets. They have Ron Scherzer.
But those are two guys. They can get injured. It's all about health and injuries. That's why I said they have to add young players develop. You have to have a balance. Young, balance.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Young with old. You got to have great young players.
Like the Dodgers.
Guys.
You're right. All these young guys, they develop. And like the Astros, they have the young guys with Valdez and Javier and mixed in with McCullers and Greinke. That's how you do it.
And Queen and yeah.
Wait, with Manaea, he's only making $500,000. He's still on a rookie contract. You don't have to pay him yet. If you're the Yankees, you want to shape payroll. You got to try to engage with Oakland. Bring him in here. Try to get him from Oakland. You're gonna have to give up some really good players for him just to take that salary because they're not gonna re-sign him.
They have two guys. They have Chris Bassett too and Frankie Montez. So
maybe they could do a blockbuster trade. The Yankees. They could get Manaea plus Matt Olson and Montez maybe, but you got to give up probably Dominguez.
But they don't want to give Pariza and Volpe. So.
Yeah,
no.
Well, Dominguez is too far away. We don't even know where he's gonna be in the Coast League this year. Like, where is he right now?
He's in Double A, I think. Double A, I think.
Oh, he's in the Coast League. One of
even
single A.
Well, he might play. He might play this season or next year. I think he's not too far away. He's 19. They could call him up at 20.
And the way they hyped him up, saying he's the next Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Switch hitter too.
I think he'll make it to AAA this year. I think Dominguez. I think I'm going on the limb and say I think he'll make it to AAA this year. He'll be at the AAA level.
Manaea makes $10 million this year.
Oh, he did. Okay, I just got it on the other on the Google. Okay.
Yeah, $10 million. Yeah, sick. I thought him and Freeman.
Let's see,
$10 million. I didn't even know that.
Heel, you back, Heel?
Yeah.
All right, good. Cool.
There's no excuses for them to spend now. I mean, they can't say that they got to stay under the luxury tax. I mean,
No, they're not going to go now. It raised, so of course they're going to go. The question is, are they going to go over 260? Are they going to pay the 20%, the 50%? Because every time you go over, it's 20, 50.
Yeah.
Tax.
But what are the Mets getting? What about the Mets? What do you think they're going to do? They're saying they might sign Chris Bryant. They might sign.
Yeah,
This is the Mets' first time over the luxury tax, so they're gonna probably pay $20 million penalty, but eventually they'll go back down. Heel, let's bring in Heel for a moment. Heel, tell us about your Astros. Heel, all disparity is an Astro fan. He's a big friend of the program and Rangers. Tell us about what are your off-season plans for your club, briefly, so we could get you on and give you a pound of flesh.
For the Astros, we don't really need to do much. Like, even if Carlos Correa leaves, we still have enough money to sign someone else. Rather, it is simply just a Simmons, something like that. Because our alignment is already so stacked, even without Correa. And on top of that, we got this awesome prospect named Jeremy Pena, just waiting in the wings. So there's that. Maybe strengthen the starting rotation up more. I don't know. Just minor moves here and there. And obviously the big one, get Correa back, maybe. Go ahead.
Too much money for Correa. I don't think they would have gave him the money.
Yeah, they're not going to re-sign him. They offered him a contract and he rejected it. They're not going to give him $100 million.
That's what I'm going to say about Correa. I think I said it before. He's injury prone and sometimes he can be inconsistent. So if he signs for like $250 million or something like that, I'm cool with that. Over $300 million though, I'm cool with him leaving. He can walk.
Even with him leaving, do you think the Astros make the playoffs?
Oh yeah.
They
still got Altuve, they got Bregman, they got Michael Bradley. I don't think they really need Correa.
All right, so I know Michael has a saying about the Astros.
I want you guys to send along those agreements the minute you land. Our boys can't wait to kick your butts. When's that bastard coming to Houston? Hey, Zeke wants to know when you Yankee bastards are coming to Houston. You tell that son of a bitch no Yankee is ever coming to Houston. Not as long as you
Oh man.
Well, I know. I just wanted to say the Astros. You guys are, you cheated.
Dude, it's 20. That was in 2017.
And you probably
let that go.
We're doing an 18.
You're doing 18, 19.
That's the best.
Like,
that's the best. But a lot of Astro groups I'm in Facebook, they're saying that Correa is likely to leave. That a lot of fans are saying that.
Well, he is going to leave.
That's fine.
Open Sports has a prediction. The Detroit Tigers, I think, could get Correa. 18-inch.
Yeah.
And don't sleep on the Angels. The Angels.
But that means they're going to move. They'll move Javi Baez back to second, which I know he'll do it for Carrera. He did it for Lindor. He'll do it for Carrera. Yeah, I can see that.
I was thinking, and there is one more team to kind of look after, but I don't know if they'll send the money. That depends how much they want to win. But they haven't made the playoffs in the last 3 years or so. Why not the Marlins try to get Correa?
No, they didn't give Jeter the $15 million that he wanted for payroll increase. They're gonna bring in Correa. They would have kept, I think, yeah.
It's just a team that you gotta wonder because sometimes there is that mystery team that just pops out of nowhere.
Well, that's
true.
Yeah.
Well, the Angels, they could sign. What about the Angels? They could sign Correa.
But they need pitching. The Angels,
yeah, their main focus should be pitching. The Marlins got the pitching.
Yeah, they do.
That's why it's embarrassing that they don't spend money. Pablo Lopez, Cisco Sanchez, all the Sandy Alcantara, all these young guys. Why don't they invest? Their payroll's $40 million.
I would have liked the Yankees to make a trade with the Marlins, get one of those pitches. I said Cisco Sanchez. I would have loved to get one of those guys. Pablo Lopez, the other guy, Sandy Alcantara. I would have loved one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame. But, they're locked up again.
Would the Marlins do it, though? Would they trade?
Well, Luis Castillo. Do you think there's a chance we could trade for Luis Castillo?
You got to have to give up too much. And the Reds, they're not going to trade him. They don't want to trade him.
You overhyped this Luis Castillo for years.
You don't think he's good?
Yeah, he's overhyped, man. You overhyped him, actually.
I think he's your brother loves him, too.
When is he proven? Come on, you overhyped him.
I think he's a solid number 2.
Yeah,
he's a solid number 2 starter, but I didn't say he's number 1.
Everybody likes to have a solid number 2.
Number 2. They don't have a number 2 starter at the Yankees.
I'm just going to throw it out there. The Yankees should consider going after one of those pitchers from the Reds, whether it's Mailey, Antoine, or
no, those guys suck. It's Luis Castillo.
Anybody from Oakland Red? What about the Guardians? Shane Bieber? Would they ever do that?
You,
Or-
Pope,
No.
Pope, you have more than freedom if you want to call them the Indians because I'm with you on that one. Screw
Yeah.
the Guardians. You could call them the
Yeah.
Indians.
Yeah.
yeah, but-
Breaking news: Drax is the new GM.
It's kind of hard to keep up with the new names now. Even like Washington Commanders
Yeah,
now.
the
Oh, where'd that
Commanders,
come
the
from?
commies.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I'd rather say the Indians. I'm not used to the Guardians yet. I'm not used to
Everybody's
that shit.
political correct. Everyone's sensitive because of racism. This is racist. We can't have this name. We can't call them this no more. You know, they have to be careful.
They're gonna be
about-
now. We're gonna be called the New Yorkers, no Yankees. It's, oh my God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Hendricks trade, but he's a ground ball pitcher. I was thinking about maybe that Kyle Hendricks, but he's not a strikeout guy. He's a ground ball guy, and I like
Well,
more
if they
guys.
improve their defense, then it would help if the Yankees get it fixed first and short.
Yeah.
Then you could get a Kyle Hendricks. If you have
But remember, he's 30. He's 33. He's kind of old.
a lot
There
of
he
guys.
is. There he
lot of-
is. He in the building.
Hey, Astros.
Well, the Astros, they're still a good team, but I would be worried. Watch out for Seattle and Texas, a young team up and coming. They got good young players. The Astros are gonna have a little challenge.
Here, I'll say this about Seattle.
Go ahead.
Yes, obviously their pitching got better, but the Astros are not scared of them. And here's the reason why: because we're just flat out better. And even though I'm a Rangers fan,
now,
even
yeah.
though not even I'll give you that. Free agency's obviously not over with here.
No, in the future, they're gonna have good young teams.
Yeah, Seattle's gonna be good.
Oh, and the Astros farm system is still packed.
Oh, yeah, well,
It's
yeah.
who knows how long we're going to be good. And as for the Rangers, trust me, they're tied for my favorite team. Obviously, I love that team's potential, but we're still not. We're probably going to place third probably this year.
I mean, the Astros are good, but you guys, I mean, you won one championship. You made it to 3 World Series. That's not really that good. I mean,
Says the Yankees fan.
Ah,
They got
hey,
sheep.
they got there multiple times.
Yeah, I know. But you guys, yeah, but we won 5 championships out of 7, so that's better than 1.
Yeah, but they win divisions. They're good in the playoffs.
I know, but
They own-
how about
they
you
own
stop
the
stealing
Yankees in the
signs?
playoffs. I don't
Ah.
care. All that cheating. They own Chapman. You gotta agree. They own.
I know that, but did they win last year? They got owned. The Braves beat their ass last year.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
man. I'm a Cowboys fan, even though I'm talking about football.
Oh no.
I don't want to talk about the past. The past is the past. I don't want to hear about all
Yeah, I know.
the rings and the rings.
Now, I know.
Cowboys flat out suck.
Imagine a Yankees
know?
fan trying to roast the Astros fan on something they want to do.
I know. I don't want to talk about rings anymore. I'm sick and tired of it.
I'm not roasting you, but I'm saying, I mean, at least the Yankees didn't steal signs. I mean, we didn't cheat.
There's rumors about that, but we don't know. You know, put it this way:
We don't know.
every team is suspect of something, but you know, you never know. It's just a matter of are you going to get caught or not.
Well, they did have a good. I don't think the Astros needed it. They had good teams.
Yeah,
in 17,
exactly.
18,
Exactly.
19.
I don't care about the rings. I won a championship. We haven't won a World Series in 12 years. I mean, I'm actually against these Yankee fans. I did a rant already. I said that all these Yankee fans talk about is the past, and they haven't won a World Series since 09. And they haven't. Think about this. Brian Cashman has delivered 1 championship in 22 years. That's horrible. They got to make changes.
And he still has a job.
Oh, and development.
Yeah.
You have to draft. At least
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah.
Judge. They have to give Judge an extension. We
Yeah.
didn't talk about that.
So I don't like these Yankee fans telling me that I'm not a real fan because I'm telling them that they haven't won a World Series.
Oh, you spoiled. You got your 5 championships.
Not
Right.
spoiled. Yeah, what was the last 12 years? They haven't won. How's that spoiled?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You expect
Hey.
it all the time. And then
No,
you
not
don't
every
get
year.
it.
Just one. I want to win one.
It's a different sport now. You don't get dynasties anymore.
I didn't say
You win.
dynasties. How about one championship?
I know, but it's not as easy. Everything has to work out. You have to stay healthy. You got to get clutch hits and big like Stanton come up with big hits. You got to come up with big hits, and then pitching. Garrett Cole came up small last year.
Yeah, he was
And
horrible.
then remember he pitched good. In
I don't know what
2020.
happened
They
to
didn't
Garrett
give
Cole.
run support versus
Very
Tampa.
disappointed in that guy. He's not worth 324 million. I can tell you that much.
Well, you wanted him. If you didn't have
You
Garrett,
wanted him too. All Yankee fans wanted him.
I know. So
You
now
all
you
wanted
want
him. You wanted him too. We all
They
did.
didn't have a choice. They had to get him.
I know,
They
but
needed
they haven't-
him. They
So
needed
what is
him.
he? Can't pitch great without the spite attack, I guess.
Well, that was another thing he was doing with Houston, and they said Verlander's or Scherzer was doing it.
Yeah, well, how come they're pitching great and he's not? They adjusted. How come he can't?
Well, I heard he had a hamstring, and plus, you notice his grip on the ball. They were changing the balls and the grips, and he was leaving pitches over the plate. His fastball command, they were hitting homers. Plus, they said he had an injury, his hamstring or something. So who knows?
Well, there's no excuse. He better have a great year. He better win 20 games this year because I don't want to. This guy better not be mediocre. Because if he's bad,
who would you have than him right now? Who would you have rather than Cole?
oh, you got Scherzer. There's other great pitches.
He likes Tanaka.
37. Come on.
No, I don't like Tanaka. I just don't think Garrett Cole's that great.
You didn't. You have no.
Troy, you even said it right. You said he's overrated. You told me multiple times.
I don't think he was ever that clutch. I mean, with Pittsburgh, he was pretty bad. He was not good, and then all of a sudden he takes off with Astros.
He took time to develop. I think he got better. I think Houston had good pitching coaches. So maybe.
But he didn't come up clutch when you needed him.
Yeah, he didn't win the World Series. How come he didn't win the World Series?
Well, in 2020, he did pitch good, and they didn't get run support, and lost Game 5. It was a close.
Oh yeah, with Tampa, against Tampa.
It was just last. You only complaining about last year.
Yeah, I know, but when he went to the World Series, the Astros they didn't win. If he was so great,
You seen him, Heel. What's your thoughts? You've seen him a lot of games.
I think he's just missing the right pitching coach, if I'm being honest with you. I think, honestly, as soon as he's ready, because I'm not sure if he's signed with another team or not, the guy you guys need to get to help Cole is Britt Strom. Because that's a familiar face I think Cole would just be comfortable working with. And that was the guy that helped him reach his peak. So, go after Brent Strom. He's an amazing pitching coach, too.
Baseball is back, ladies and
this guy is
gentlemen.
not.
Finally, the owners and these greedy players and owners that greedy luxury, their minimum salary goes up to almost $800,000. Finally, they're getting paid something. Yeah, wow. Here's the. It is raised. Yep, $780, $50 million pre-arbitration, 12-team. So now you can have more teams in the wild cards now. So 3 divisions, and now you're gonna add 3 wild card teams. So the Yankees should make the playoffs, right? Micheal Costanza.
Look at that. $230 million, and they're going to be cheap again. They're going to be cheap again.
So what is cheap to you? $250 million payroll.
What's cheap to me is I want them to do what the Mets are doing right now.
The Yankees aren't being cheap. How are
they not cheap though? They don't have a great rotation. They don't have a shortstop. They don't have
because
they're just not smart at
availability.
Yeah, I was saying they're not smart.
Yeah, but they have all over the place. They got 6 things they got to get. The Mets only have 2.
Should they get Kershaw?
No, but they have so many. But they got a lot of holes though.
Yeah, but it's not.
You don't know this.
It's not smart at investing in the right players. They don't add the right.
Yeah, but why don't they invest in the right players instead of getting all the bad?
Maybe they're not good at doing that.
The Mets are only 2 pieces away. The Yankees are 6 pieces away.
Michael, go in that drawer and take out the $250 million that you have hidden in that drawer behind you, and get and let's go. Let's.
Don't you want to win the World Series or not? I just
spread the wealth, man. Spread the wealth.
It would take 100 years to win. I don't think you're gonna like if it goes to 100 years.
What do you say to all the Cub fans and Red Sox fans that haven't won all those years? You're saying they're loyal fans, but you came and appreciate 13 years is such a big deal to you.
What about the Oriole fans? Nobody goes to their games. Where are the Oriole fans? It's always empty.
They're back in the 90s and the 60s.
I know, but how come they can't be loyal fans? The Orioles are nowhere to be found. They're fans. You said you got to be loyal.
Why would you spend money on teams that are so bad that have nobody?
Well, the Yankees. What about the Yankees? They're so bad. They're horrible.
They're not so bad.
They're not bad.
They almost missed the playoffs last year.
But they make moves. They go and get. They go and trade. They go and trade Chapman to bring in Gleyber Torres, to bring in Clint Frazier, to bring. You don't like it because you're a result. You want to see the results at the moment, but when they did those trades, that was a great move because they rebuilt and they won and we didn't have to tank or go into 70-win season. We still are above 500-win season for over 20+ years.
But they lose in the playoffs every year. I don't go by that. They lose in the playoffs every year.
Yeah, but they are competitive. They have to, like I said, draft, scout, and smart trades. Look at the Dodgers make smart trades. Muncy, Turner, they trade Turner. Then they let Seager league. They add all the and trade. You got Scherzer in a trade. You have to make smart trades at the right time, and then you got to hold on to your draft picks. You can't.
And
just
you got to
trade
have
everybody.
and you got to have key players. You have to have a leadoff hitter that has speed.
Yeah, thank you.
Garner is not that.
Yeah,
you need a.
They don't even have a definitive leadoff hitter.
Right. You need guys that hit in the clutch.
Well,
now,
that's
maybe they gave him an extension at the wrong time, because he was worth it, but then he's age too.
Let's see. He maybe had a bad year. Let's see this year.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And he is 33, 34. They gave him the 6 years because of the luxury tax. I would have only gave him 3 or 4, but they wanted to go get under the luxury tax, so they gave him $15 million by giving him the 6 years instead of giving him 3-4 years for $80 million. So they gave him less money, more years. But it could backfire on them. But maybe they should trade LeMahieu now. Yeah. If they don't trade him.
Yeah, exactly. And I like what the host was saying. He said Torres just had an off year. We're hoping he can rebound because at the time and the way he was performing offensively at that level, we didn't expect him to go the other route. So we're just hoping he has a bounce back year. And I was just like a dud kind of year.
Yeah, by the way, Torres had 2 bad years, so let's see if he I'm not going to get my hopes up on him.
One was a showing that showing year that they remember they started and they stopped it, and he was started off well, then they stopped it for a while, and then he didn't really recover. Yes, exactly. It was a mental.
Yeah,
I'm not getting excited.
It can mess you up because you're not playing a full season, and then they move him to short, and then he makes the errors and messes up mentally because now he has to focus on his defense instead of his hitting. So it messed up both of them. So maybe now he goes back to second. He'll play. He don't have to worry always about it. So now he'll hit better.
Well, I will say this: I'm going to boycott this team if they don't make any moves.
I don't.
They gave him off to Freddie Freeman.
That's not true, Maria.
No, because Freddie Freeman doesn't move the needle. They need pitching. They need a shortstop. They need a catcher.
Yeah, but that's just one move. You think they're just gonna make?
See, Maria, she's my friend. She said Brian Cashman never gets good pitching. Thank you.
He does. He got Chapman.
Oh, come on, Chapman's a closer.
Chapman's washed up. I
don't want to hear about Chapman.
He's washed up like dirty laundry.
Well, there's not many top.
Chapman's a closer. I'm talking about starting pitching.
Give me one closer that doesn't choke in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Besides,
Josh Hader.
Chokes. Will Smith.
For real.
Choke in the playoffs.
All right, but Josh Hader's pretty good, right?
Choke in the playoffs. They all choke.
They all choke. They all
understand that, but
because there's a simple formula to that.
Well, you got to take a risk.
And I know some people are going to hate the way I phrase this, but they just simply run into teams that are better than them. Look at the Rays.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at the Rays.
Actually, if you want to look at history, I have to disagree with that one. Sorry. The only teams they lost to in the playoffs, they weren't great teams.
But Michael, how you say they're not great teams when that team that beats the Yankees, they end up in the World Series or in the ALCS?
I'm going to run it by really quick. Arizona Diamondbacks was not a great team. They weren't a great team,
but they won the World Series.
Yeah,
they had Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling. That was bullshit.
Micheal Gonzalez, and they had clutch hitters on that team.
What about the Marlins? The Marlins were subpar. The Marlins were a donut team.
The Marlins
are a young team.
Oh, please.
Josh Beckett ate our lunch.
I know, but they were an amateur. They were amateurs. They weren't even good.
They had the pitching.
Yeah, what about the Texas Rangers? The hell was that?
What about the Cleveland Indians all these years?
We were stacked.
Cleveland Indians are the bug. Oh yeah, that was cheap. They won because of that bug game. Java was pitching in the bugs, the Nats. Come on.
They all had good teams. All these teams had good players, good lineups. Texas Rangers all those years beat the Yankees.
Yeah, I know, but then you could say that for every. But if a team beats another team, it doesn't necessarily mean they're the better team. Do you ever hear a thing called luck?
Yeah, but if you want to talk about failures, Atlanta Braves were failures for many years. Oh, Cleveland Indians
with that pitching.
And they had.
Did anybody expect the Yankees to win in 1990? Yeah, did anybody expect the Yankees to win in 1996? We weren't the favorite to win that year. The Braves were the favorite.
Thank God for no replays, huh?
Exactly.
Smart trades, and they brung up.
I know, but the Braves had the pitching. We didn't have pitching in '96.
Yeah, but they had Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, but you know who the Braves had? They had Glavine. They had Smoltz.
I know who they had, and they never won in '90. It's so many times.
They won in '95. Just
all
saying.
those divisions, and
And they weren't even, and that '95 team wasn't even better than than the Indians. The Indians should have won that World Series.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
ask
they
me.
were.
Yeah, it's on that team too.
Mhm.
Albert Bauer with Kenny Lofton on it.
That's why there's thing called luck. I mean,
And,
you got-
and talk about closers not being good. Remember the closer that blew up that lead for the Indians? Man, I lost his name.
yeah, I'm trying to think of his name.
And then even the Braves, Mark Warrels.
Oh, he blew it. He choked.
They had a lot of guys who choked.
Who remembers John Rocker?
Oh
Yeah,
God.
him too.
Yeah, I remember him. He was a real. That guy was a real. He was a wild man. That guy. I heard.
Seven train. The seven train rocker.
Yeah, he rode on the 7 train. He wanted to see what the Bronx was like or something, right? He wanted to see
The Queens. That's in Queens. That's in Queens.
Oh,
Get your trains right.
yeah.
Queens Plaza. That
Oh, in
cute.
Queens. Well, he hated the Mets, right? Wasn't he a Met hater?
Yeah.
I think the guy was just a hater. Period. Such a
Yeah, he
racist.
but he wasn't even that good. He wasn't he overrated. The guy. He wasn't a great closer.
Spoiled Yankee fan, and he just can't. You can't win.
No, I'm not a
every year.
spoiled fan.
Do you
12
see
years will do that to you.
every
I'm
year?
talking to you civilized here. The Yankees haven't won in 12 years. That makes that make anybody upset.
Here,
Okay.
you want to Pope? You want to hear this? Hear this, and then you make your judgment on this. Hold on, Michael. Since when you been watching the Yankees? Since been you a fan?
1995. It's so funny.
Always in the playoffs.
He wasn't here for those Bronx Zoos, the 1983, 94, 84, 85, 86, 87. Stump Merrow, when they had Deion Sanders falling all over and LaTroy Hawkins pitching a no-hitter that he lost. He had a no-hitter and lost the game. He wasn't around for Scott Kamenicki. He don't remember the greats of those Yankees. Ooh, I don't. Alberto Espinosa.
Remember Steinbrenner's buying all the veterans, Winfield and all those guys. And in the 70s, they won all those.
They won in 77, 78.
Let's just ask our grandparents how they got through the 60s. Woo! That must have been tough. So
Michael couldn't live there. No, Michael would have been ranting to the newspaper delivery boy.
How many times did the Yankees miss the playoffs in 30 years?
About 3 times.
That's it. 4 times. That's it.
3-4 times. Yeah, but they never make it. They never make it to the World Series, and they never win.
It's hard to do that, man. It's hard
to win one. To win one.
It's look at the Cubs. They went over 108 years.
Oh, I
the
don't
Red
know
Sox.
Yeah, that's
and then the darling Dodgers. That he loves them. If you look at right now, stand up, you probably have some pads on. With the Dodgers, the way you love the Dodgers.
Who, me?
The Dodgers didn't win since 1988, and they just recently won.
I love the Dodgers because they're a great organization. They spend money. They want to win. It's not like the Yankees. They don't even want.
Yeah, they only win.
Spending money don't bring championship.
But they're
Look at
also
Tampa Bay.
smart. Like
They won the World Series in 2020.
Who saw Bellinger?
How can you call that a Mickey Mouse season, though?
Well, it was 60 games. It wasn't a full season.
I know, but they did win. So if the Yankees won, you would have called it a fluke too.
Well, it's 60 games. They could have won last year, but the Braves were hot, and they came up with big hits. All those outfielders they added, Soler, and all these guys they added came up with big. Austin Wright. You notice all these young players with the veterans. Like I keep saying, you have to have good scouting, drafting. You could spend money, but you have to know how to scout and trade and bring up young players that make more money.
Yeah, that's self-explanatory. The Yankees never do that.
And gotta have key players, plain and simple.
And that's
how. I don't want to go off subject, but look at the Lakers. They're a bottle. They're terrible. No matter how many All-Stars you bring in, you gotta have the right chemistry.
And that's how today's MLB.
The Lakers they did.
A lot of teams, they don't really rely on money. They rely on their scouting because sabermetrics and all that.
Yes.
Look at the Rays; they're literally the king of your guys' division, and they're going to be good for years to come with Franco, Rosarena. I think Margot's still there. Yandy Diaz. Wendell just got traded, but still. Troy. I mean, man, that team is stacked for years to come.
Oakland's competitive. You never see them anymore in the bottom of the. Even though you know the same story. They're gonna probably hit the wild card, lose the wild card game. Whatever the case is, but they're competitive. for a team that's crying
The one
poverty.
thing I
And
like about Oakland is once these players get expensive, they want to trade all of them and get younger. They don't like to spend money. Billy Bean with the money ball, like Olsen. Now he's a free agent. They're going to trade 2 years. Mania, they get expensive. Arbitration, they want to get rid of them. Their owners don't want to spend money, so they be good for years and years. That's what I don't like about some teams. They develop and then they get expensive. They trade them away, and then there's teams like Royals and Marlins that don't even want to spend any money on the team. And then you have teams like Yankees that have to pay luxury tax, and then they give all this money to the small teams, and they pocket all the money, these owners,
right.
because these big markets have to pay luxury tax, and they don't want to invest. That's why Jeter was getting annoyed. He left the Marlins because they didn't want to spend money on the team. With $40 million, you have a young pitching, but then you don't want to improve the hitting and try to win. I don't understand.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to bring up. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna touch on that with the luxury. Well, that's why there was a lot of problems in the lockout with the owners, within the owners, because the big market team says, yeah, we want to spend money, but we're giving you guys this money. You're not investing. That's why they were in favor with the players. Actually, there was a divided within of a minimum salary. They wanted to make it 180 million. Teams had to spend up to 180 to keep lower threshold. And and it's funny because one of the teams that spent a lot of money and they were complaining was actually the Angels. Artie Moreno, he was, to me, a little bit hypocritical. You got Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani. You just signed Noah Syndergaard for $25 million, and so forth. And then you're talking about you don't want a minimum salary base. Come on, stop being hypocritical. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, no, you absolutely hit it on the nose with that. I was going to say, I'm sick and tired of hearing about the captain thing with Aaron Judge. These fans are more worried about this guy being named captain than winning a World Series. Enough with the captain shit. I didn't care when Derek Jeter was captain. That thing is just overrated.
Yeah.
Jeter, first of all, didn't even win a World Series as captain. He won a captain when he was non-captain. So these fans have to stop with the captain.
Well, because he's a team guy.
But there is no captain. I don't even know who
face.
On the Red
He's
Sox.
the face of the team.
And he speaks well. He doesn't get in trouble. And he's a well-behaved guy. He's like a perfect Yankee. Like, you put a picture.
But it's not going to do anything for their World Series chances. They make him the captain.
It's marketable. It's marketing.
Yeah, money.
Yeah, but it's not going to move.
And they don't market him, Michael. They can't spend $280 million like you want them to, because if they're boring,
it's not going to do anything for the Yankees to win a World Series. It's not going to increase their chances.
But remember, you got to think as a businessman.
Yes.
Business like profit, revenue, jerseys, merchandise.
Revenue. That's what really help us win revenue.
Put it this way: if the Yankees make money, they could buy more Hot Pockets like you.
Yeah, but the revenue is not important. No, I don't care about money. I care about championships. I don't care about revenue.
It's a business. It's money. They don't care about the fans. It's about them making money too.
Exactly.
You think it's just about you?
Yeah. So then basically, so we're not important. Then it's just about a profit.
Oh, got something to mention. Did you guys hear about what Syndergaard said, that baseball is bullshit? Was this a fake tweet, or he actually said that, where Angels fans are actually ripping him right now?
Really?
Because of the contract he signed. Is this true?
Huh.
Did anybody hear about Syndergaard saying baseball is bullshit?
About what? What is it bullshit
He's just
about?
saying in general, baseball is bullshit. I guess everything that's happening. And the Angels fans are ripping him because he's part of the problem. He signed for so much money, but he's not been playing the last couple of years.
He's never healthy.
Yeah, but the owners gave it to him. It's not his fault. The owners are stupid. You're going to give an injury-prone guy that,
Yeah, but what is he complaining over? When he already ripped off baseball.
He got paid $20+ million by the Mets not to pitch, to go sit to be in flip-flops in Port St. Lucie.
He was in his sauna. He was in his steam room the whole entire season instead of playing. And he put his phone on Do Not Disturb. The guy's a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
He apologized though. He said, "I'm sorry, forgive me. I was angry. Hug me."
So
he must have deleted the tweet because I'm looking at his page and I don't see it.
No, he didn't.
I saw it on Angel. I saw it on Angel pages today. That's why I mentioned it. Is it real?
I think the biggest douchebag is Marcus Stroman.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That guy's the biggest.
Maybe Syndergaard just frustrated the way the owners are not paying the players minimum salary. Why?
I want to know what he tweeted. I'm surprised he didn't come up with any tweets Strowman.
No,
He usually,
he's blocked. He blocked everyone.
he blocked everybody.
It's Major League Baseball.
Really?
It's blocked. Yeah, it's blocked.
Wow.
What's wrong with him?
Sensitive. Yeah.
He's drinking too much of that Long Island water.
There you go, Kev.
Long Island water. What are you trying to say?
Hey, Mike, you not sharing with him?
Long Island water. Because I'm from Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island iced teas.
What's
They
wrong
can't-
with Long Island?
Pressure. They can't handle the truth. The Homeless wants that truth. The one and only. They
He
can't
just like-
handle it.
So what,
Oh, I see it. Good job. Thank you, Heel. He sent me over the tweet. That
Long
was pretty
Island
good.
iced tea. What the hell?
Arnold Palmer, Long Island iced tea. I used
That's
to do
good
that.
stuff.
Salute, be civilized in the building. Salute. Yeah, man. This is.
Yo, Yeti, I gotta thank you for having me on.
Hey, anytime, guys.
To my
I'm
brothers here, it was a pleasure.
Yes,
I
Troy.
have to get going, but it was a pleasure. I can't. wait to do it
Anytime
again.
on Michael.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna do a Yankee. Also coming soon. You guys are more than welcome. I appreciate for you coming on and giving us a few minutes.
Yeah, it was
Thank you
great.
so much, Troy. That's Troy, guys. Let's
Yeah.
give him a big salute. So thank you
Troy,
so
I'll
much.
see you
Great
again.
coming on,
man.
Troy.
Next time I'll be in Yankee apparel. But
All right.
Thank you all. Have a good
Goodbye,
night.
Troy Percival.
Appreciate you.
Have a nice night.
Thank you.
All right. So now let's salute, man. Thank you guys. Pope, thank you guys. Hey, guys, baseball content. Check out the Pope of Sport and Entertainment here on the YouTube channel. Friend of the program. Definitely appreciate it. And of course, hit those likes for the Michael Caputo, aka Costanza show. It's over Yanks. Please like, share, subscribe. Let people know what's going on here. And baseball is back, and he does his weekly rants about MLB, mostly Yankees, and we appreciate Michael. Michael, what direction do you want to go to tonight? Again, here we go.
Well, I just want to see them make major changes. The Yankees. I want to see 2 starters, a shortstop, a center fielder, and a catcher. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to watch this season.
You
I think
got
I'm
hits,
good.
though.
Yeah, right. Like we believe that. You're not gonna watch. Yeah.
No,
He'll be here in the watch when I do the watch alongs and writing in the chat. If DJ LeMahieu doesn't get a single here, the whole season's over.
Yeah, but that's the way a lot of people are going to feel if they don't make moves. Are you still going to watch them if they don't make any moves at all? Come on.
I'm gonna be here for hopefully all 162 games.
Freddie Freeman. They already talked to Correa and got his medicals. So
Yeah, why did they look at his medicals for?
Because they know he has a history of back
They're
problems.
going to give him $350
$300
million.
million. Are you not going to look at the guy's medicals at 20?
Yeah, but they're not going to give him $300-something million. I doubt it.
Scott Boras, his agent, he's going to try to get him to. He got. Didn't he get Corey Seager $350 from Texas?
Yeah.
Well, that's the changes I want to see on this team. I'm happy baseball is back, thank God. But now let's see what the Yankees are going to do. Let's see if they get their shit together now, because they do a lot of.
Say they made all these moves and they still losing the players. Then what are you going to say?
At least they tried.
Fire Cashman, fire Brune.
At least the Mets are showing. Look what the Mets are doing. At least the Mets want to win. They got Scherzer.
Mets haven't won since 1986.
I know, but at least the Mets signed a pitcher.
And why are they living rent free in your head? They shouldn't be living rent free. They haven't
I'm
won
not,
since
but the Mets
19.
actually want to win. At least they
Well,
should.
remember, their payroll, they don't have a big. Their payroll is not all these guaranteed contracts with the Yankees. They just had Lindor and DeGrom.
Yeah, enough is enough. Yeah, thank you, Maria. It's time to win a championship now, not in the next 20, 30 years from now.
He's worried about the Mets, and the Mets are copying the Yankees. Now they have an old timers day. You know, they're going. Who they're retiring, right?
Yeah, I know. They pull them.
The Mets are. The Mets. You know who the Mets are retiring now?
Who?
They're retiring Keith Hernandez.
Keith Hernandez.
Keith Hernandez? Keith Hernandez!
Hello, Newman.
I hate Keith Hernandez. Hate him. I despise him.
He spit on us. He spit it all the way over there. He spit on
Yeah, Keith Hernandez. Yeah, they're copying off of the Yankees, I guess, now.
Well, and the women. They got women coaches now, like the Yankees are doing.
Yeah.
They're trying to hire all the women now. So,
I don't mind that.
well, Steve Cohen's a true fan. He's like Mark Cuban. He loves the team, and he wants to try to improve the team. So I agree with.
Yeah, so then the Yankees should prove their team and try to make them their team a winning team, too.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I think it was Maria said like the Yankees should win a championship this year, I pictured them running into the Astros. I was like, I pictured us as Shrek. This is the part where you run away.
He
Oh yeah,
got the accent and everything down.
Yeah.
well, they have to win now. Yeah, well, what, we have to wait 100 years?
Oh, stop. They're
Oh
gonna
my
win in the next
God.
10 years. You just have that
It's
patience.
12. That's a long time for a winning team. Do you know any winning franchises that took 12 years to win? Do you know any teams that it's successful?
The Dodgers, don't they have a winning franchise?
No, they're not really. The Lakers. Did the Lakers ever? Did it ever take them 12 years to win? Or the
The way
Celtics?
they're going, I could see them not winning the next 12 years. The Lakers, they look like a mess.
Yeah, they're terrible.
The
They're
Celtics are one of the most successful teams in history.
and they haven't won in.
You know,
They have,
I like Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but they need more than that if they want to win a championship.
What about the Montreal Canadiens, the hockey team? They have 20
they haven't won in a long time either.
Oh, really?
They have not won. The Rangers have not won. Maybe this
Rangers
year.
are not a winning
Hopefully.
team. The Rangers-
Hopefully.
They're good. I like that young Rangers.
Oh yeah, maybe this year, maybe.
A good team, the Rangers.
They have a great team. You're a Ranger fan, right?
Yeah, huge.
So,
Yeah, they actually have a great, gritty, gutty young team this year. They
Hey man, look at my Knicks. We haven't won since '72, man. And we're suffering.
GG on that, by the way, from last night.
We beat you.
Yeah.
But the Knicks aren't making it this year.
I know.
Hey,
I'm surprised.
We're still
Dallas-
gonna make the playoffs, and you're probably not.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Dallas. What the hell happened with Dallas? Just I say, is Luka injured? I said, wait, he's playing, and they still won by almost 30.
We weren't making our shots. It's as simple as that. And Randall was.
You got
I know it sounds funny to say, but that's the best way I can put it.
no. This is what we happen. This is for you, Heel.
What's so great about dumb old Texas?
What did you say?
Texas is dumb?
Don't you dare take the name of Texas in vain!
You mean we can't say anything bad about dumb old Texas?
No, you can't!
But what changes do you want to see on the Yankees, Kevin?
The Yankees.
Realistically, I want.
Go ahead, Poke. Go ahead.
I want Correa. I want him. I want.
I didn't say I want Correa. I said I want Correa.
Personally, I would like them to, if they don't make any moves and they want to go talk to Oakland and bring Minaya and Olsen and maybe add another player, I'm okay with it. And if you want to go shortstop with the rookie, or you could sign, Fitzsimmons who could play, you got to get strong up the middle, man. You got to, if they got a really good defensive shortstop, they have enough hitting with Judge, Stanton, Rice-A-Roni Gallo, and others, I don't like him, but he's here.
Man, though, next year.
Oh, and Kevin, when you call Robbie Ray, you call him Rachel Ray.
Rachel Robbie Ray. Yeah, we get the little pet names and nicknames.
That guy, he had one good year. He was a dud.
But Kev,
okay.
Yes,
I gotta ask you this though: with the shift being banned in 2023, at least as far as I know, do you think you keep Gallo until that year?
No.
Well, he has one more. It's not this upcoming season. The shift is still there. Am I correct?
Yeah. Until next year.
No, he could go. He could go. Because
right.
I think he no disrespect. I think right now I don't think he's gotten into the major leagues, yes, and he's made it a major league career, but I think his chronic blinking is just gonna get worse as he gets older, and
he's got that Tourette's, right?
Yeah. And I no disrespect. I'm not trying to hurt or make fun out of a person who's injured or sick, but when as older, your skills diminish, and if you have that chronic illness, it's just gonna get. I think it's gonna hamper.
I never wanted Gallo on this team.
Strikes out, and then
he's awful.
They need more balanced contact average. I think that's why they're looking at Conforto. Maybe they trade Gallo and have Conforto.
I don't know if he's going to pan out, though, the Conforto. He had a down year. They think he's going to back.
There's something about those Mets when they put the pinstripes. They just go to another level.
Oh, but I don't want to hear this year. If we don't make moves, I don't want to hear these Yankee fans say that we're a World Series caliber team, because we're not. Because they're already going around saying they're a World Series caliber team. They didn't do anything.
Who said
Vegas thinks so.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. Come on, I showed you the link last week or 2 weeks ago. They think the Yankees are an odds to win the World Series in third place. Are you kidding me?
Vegas don't lose.
They always lose with the Yankees. How are they a favorite, though? They didn't make any moves.
I don't think they're going to do all 6 of those moves. But
that's crazy. Come on, man. Suzuki, that guy, is that the guy from the Japan? Come on.
Yeah.
Japanese guy. They're overrated, those Japanese players anyways.
Do you remember Hideki Matsui, the guy that won the World Series MVP and got your last one too? So you're calling Japanese guys overrated? Okay.
Yeah, they're not. The only ones that were good was Matsui and Ichiro. I mean, there's really not a lot of great Japanese players.
Think about Atani.
Hideo Nomo.
Yeah, he's injury prone. I don't like Otani.
Yeah.
And how do you like Daisuke Mitsubishi?
Koji.
No, Matsukaka.
Yeah.
Koji
That guy's
Uehara,
dumb.
by the way, won the World Series with the Boston.
Yeah.
So-
Go to that the other guy, the you Darvish.
You garbage.
Yeah, you garbage.
He's a solid pitcher still.
Oh, he sucks.
I would take my Yankees.
Oh, please. He's 35
You take
years old.
you take you take Darvish?
Garbage. He's a number 3 starter.
Over what who's the Yankees number
Oh
4?
God. You would
Hey,
take him. He
For
said
the right price, who's not taking Darvish? He's still a solid
he was
pitcher.
terrible last year. He wasn't even good.
Yeah, it's 1 year though, and that means you can
I
probably.
don't want him. First of all, he's injury prone.
I'm just saying. Hey,
You might as well take Paxton back too, then, for that matter.
he's on the Red Sox.
Paxton,
Too late.
that guy's really injury prone. You can't
He-
get
how did he get a work?
Yeah, he gets injured.
Never stay healthy.
Yeah, he gets injured brushing his teeth.
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't want another
But
offensive.
that's
I
a
bet
good
get
man.
pitching.
We don't know how it translates to the majors. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I bet the Yankees get pitching. Are they allergic to pitching? Are they allergic to pitching?
You have to. It's 2 to tango. You have to.
Yeah,
they
sure.
have, Oakland. They're gonna want. Let's say they want Parisa as the catcher. I don't want to give him up. You're not gonna just. You have to agree. Both have to.
They have
agree.
to stop. They have to stop prospect hugging. The Yankees, they hoard their prospects.
Yeah, but then if you do if you own the Yankees, they'll have high payroll, no responsibility, no young talent. They'll be older and it'll be slow. That's what a team you're gonna build. If they agree.
No, I'm not going to build old and slow. I'm going to build a championship caliber team. That's what I'm going to build.
Yeah, but then in 5 years, you're gonna have old guys, 35, with big contracts, and how are you gonna get rid of them? They'll be stuck there, and you have a slow.
I'd rather win a championship than wait 30, 40 years to
All
develop.
right, tell me your off-season moves. Who are you gonna give up?
I
for
just told you my
Olsen,
moves.
Benai,
I got to trade for Olsen. I'm going to trade for Matt Olson. I'm going to trade for Ketel Marte.
Yeah, there's other teams too. You don't think the Braves are going to get involved if they don't resign Freeman? They're not going to go after.
I'll tell you my moves. For first base, I want Matt Olson. Freddie Freeman, I don't mind, but he's older. For center field, I want Ketel Marte.
He's not a great defender.
I think he's a great. He hits 300 every year and he gets on base. For a shortstop, I could care less if they sign Correa or not. But if they get him, they get him. I'm not like because I'm not like a huge fan of Correa, but I'd take him if they could sign him. And then as far as for starting pitching, I want them to trade for Castillo and trade for Manaea.
How are they going to do all this? You have to give up like 6 prospects and spend over $100 million.
So they could let them gut out their system. I don't care.
You got to remember, Jason Dominguez is probably going to come up within like the next.
Who cares about
years.
Jason Dominguez? I want to win a championship.
I'll take him.
Hey, go ahead. I don't care.
I know. Yeah, you would take him to.
You don't know what he's going to be.
Michael would have been the guy that would have traded Aaron Judge along with maybe Sanchez for Chris Sale.
Oh,
from the White Sox.
Yeah, would you?
No, I wouldn't have. But how? Aaron Judge needs to stay healthy, man. You got to get old. Like, you got to get old bunged up with Aaron Judge.
17. Would you have traded Judge before he started his career because you wanted to win right away? Would you gave up on him, trade him without seeing him?
Because that's what the White Sox wanted for Chris Sale. Remember, before Boston ended up poaching him.
Do that because he's always hurt Sale now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Aaron Judge, I'm not going to go for one year that he stays healthy. That I'm going to keep the guy.
Yeah, but you would have gave up Judge for Sale? Are you crazy?
No, but the Aaron Judge is not Mike Trout or Juan Soto.
What? Now everyone's going to be Mike Trout.
Those are once in a lifetime plays. You can't.
And Juan Soto.
Yeah, but those are special plays. Judge, when he's healthy, he's in a top 10. When that guy's healthy,
And you're underrated in Judge, like you really are, because Judge is still a great fielder.
He's not a winning player.
He's got an arm, man.
Yes,
He's not a winning player.
yes, he'll strike out a decent amount, but at the end of the day, Judge is like a top 5 right fielder in baseball.
Yeah, I want Aaron Hicks gone. Definitely.
I got a little breaking news from Michael Balco. Says they're hearing that the Braves, Freddie Freeman will pick between either the Braves or the Yankees. Those are like he's the only 2 teams on his
Where did you
list.
find that? Is that like real news or fake news?
No, he's a blue check certified Twitter.
So who's this again? Who's this guy from Twitter?
Mike Balco.
Oh yeah, I think I heard of him. He's saying it's going to be between the Braves and the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
He's an ESPN USA Today writer. and he's saying that he's hearing is between those two. He's not Jeff Passan. Usually Jeff Passan or Rosenthal usually are the guys that give you the message.
Does he have a blue check mark next to his name? He's got one.
Yes. No. Of course. I'm not gonna put Ball Sacks Media on and put his information on.
Yeah, Michael Barker, Balko. Yeah, we'll pick between Braves or Yankees.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the Yankees might just get him then.
Well, that means
don't be so sure.
Probably.
Don't be so sure. Don't be so sure with that.
I thought he was going back to Atlanta anyways, but.
I think that's what I personally, if you ask me, gun ahead, I think he goes back to the Braves.
I think the Braves offered him like around 4 or 5. I don't think they want to go to 6.
Yeah, but now it's down to the Braves and Yankees. The Yankees.
Yeah, but remember the state taxes are different. He's gonna end up getting more money. And I know it's nothing. It sounds boring for us to mention that, and we're talking about sports, but that does, when it comes to a sport that's about money and making money, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Corey Seager and Simeon both had in Texas. They said it's a good family-oriented, state and all that, and because people forget those things do come into play when signing with the team.
Oh yeah, but
too
when you get 325, it's hard to turn down that. I don't think the Dodgers were going to go down. That's why they got Trey Turner. They knew they weren't signing Seager.
Well, if the Yankees miss out on Freeman, then they have to trade for Matt Olson then. Because now it looks like there's a great chance that he goes back to Atlanta now.
Like I told you, whoever don't get Freeman, they're going to go after Olson.
Yeah,
not just Yankees.
My Rangers are in the mix for Olson too.
Yeah, and also the Guardians for some reason are going after.
They need the outfield. What do we? Well, then they know a little bit of everything. So
Mets can do it too. They can move Pete.
Yeah, but the Mets aren't realistic. They have Pete Alonso.
They can move him to DH.
There's
a designated hitter.
Yeah, there's gonna be
a DH. That's like they're trying to do that to try to steal the Yankees.
They're overkill.
Speaking of that, about the designator now in the National League, it helps the Mets because now they got Robbie Cano. They could play him as a designated hitter, and Rolonzo. They have that revolving door, at that position there. It's gonna help a lot of National League teams, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, older players like the Pujols, guys who don't play D, like Stanton. It's good for the Stanton in the National League. You play instead of putting him in the outfield to get injured. As a DH, you don't get hurt, so you don't have to use them as much. Oh, that's why I was hoping maybe could they trade Stanton? Let's say they want Correa, like Caputo. I want Correa, and I want Freeman too. Would they trade Stanton to go after Correa or no?
Man,
that makes me wonder now. Are a lot of NL teams going to get on certain players now and surprise us?
Of course,
signings.
Of course. I think that's what they were waiting for.
Yeah.
Some of these teams now you're gonna hear them. Now they're gonna. Certain teams are gonna get ramped up. The Cardinals. Now they're gonna be. Now they could get themselves a designated hitter. They could go after a player. That bopper. They could want to bring in and use them and that flexibility at designated hitter. That's gonna be as interesting on that one there around the league there with the DH in the National League. Now now you don't see the pitchers getting hurt. Now one move I wish they would have abolished and they would have got rid of was that one batter minimum. I would love. I hate that 3 inning. They have to pitch three hitters. I wish they would have got rid of that. I know it makes the game longer. I don't like it.
They're trying to make the game faster for the younger crowd and more new fans to watch baseball to make it faster. They want to do a pitch clock too. They're doing it in the minors. A pitch clock to make the game faster. It saves like at least 30, 40 minutes the game. And then the 12-team format we talked about already. Then what about extra inning rule with a guy on second like that?
They got rid of that. Yeah, I think they got rid of that, right? The ghost runner.
The guy at second in extra innings. They have the guy at second to start the inning. They're still doing that.
Oh, they're still doing it. Okay. I mean, what's your opinion? I personally, with the ghost runner, I'm not bothered with it because it ends the game quicker. It don't bother me. I
definitely hated it.
Well, as a reliever, I don't like. You have a guy on second.
That was awful. I hated that. I'm glad it's gone. That was awful because every time that the other team comes up, they have a 99% chance of scoring. I mean, that was a terrible.
Well, they want to fast in the game. That's why they.
Yeah, that was awful. I mean, maybe if it's your team.
Yeah, but if you're the home team and you could get that ghost runner, get out of that inning with and no runs, and you have a man on second, now you could just and you know why I like it, guys. The only thing I got two sides to that. One side is I like it because it implements now strategy with a runner on second, with the bunt, move the ball, run over, hit the opposite way and all that stuff. I wish they would have allowed now pitching change, left-handed, right-handed matchup. It doesn't have to be a three batter minimum. So you could, if you're gonna do that kind of strategy, you should implement all the strategy. That's all I got to take on that with that when it goes runner.
I'm against the ghost runner on second. I was also against the ghost wins. I was like, those are the things I don't want to see, for sure. I was like, other than that, I'm fine with pretty much everything else. And on top of that, I know in the chat we had someone say no Stan, where I think I told you, Kev, at the end of this season, I was like, Stan has had 2 years where he's kind of made a comeback. But with that said, that puts the Yankees in a weird spot, and we'll see.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Okay, on the Michael.
I don't know if it's accurate, but this is the same guy that you told me about, Michael. What's his name? He just confirmed the Seattle Mariners are going to sign Chris Bryant to a 5-year deal.
Whoa!
I said he should go there.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you about Seattle. Didn't I tell you? The young core, like they're doing what Texas is doing.
Mention it. You were right on it.
Oh, they're gonna try to build, and
it was just posted 5 minutes ago. So it's let's see if this guy's accurate. What's the guy's name again? Michael. What's his name? Kevin.
Michael Balco.
Yeah,
Balko.
Yeah, he just tweeted it. Let's see how accurate this news is.
I haven't got any breaking news on
Adam
those.
Frazier. They have J.P. Crawford.
I could go see the link. Hold on.
He didn't say it in sign. It says Chris Bryant is being heavily sorted by the Mariners.
I have it right here. Hold on. It's got the check mark and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll just say this. The Yankees are 50-50, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were on Stan right now.
Well, Stan, you know what? Stan has a high value right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He has a high value right now, so why not consider trading him now?
Well, that's what I told Michael Costanza over there. I was telling him maybe they should trade Stan maybe while he's doing good. So what about if he gets injured next year? And then,
exactly. You got to worry about those things. You can't just.
But remember, he does have a no trade clause, and if he does, he has to pick the teams that he wants to go to.
Yep. L.A. I think he wanted to go to L.A. Before the Yankees. So I don't know if the Dodgers would want him.
And if they, here's the thing: if they do trade Stan, let's say they do it now, they really lost their leverage with Judge, because then they're gonna have to give Judge whatever he wants, because they can't.
Anyway, I still think they're gonna get.
This guy is not. No, I'm sorry. This is a different guy. He's got a check mark, but I don't know if this guy is either he's full of crap or he's. It says. I don't know. I just posted it to you. This guy has a check mark.
We'll see in due time.
We'll see. But Jeff, like I said, if there's more Jeff passing then I know it's definitely.
Yeah.
Because right now there's rumors that Trevor Story, Cardinals, nothing official, just rumors. Cardinals are heavy on Trevor Story.
How does this guy have a check mark next to his name?
No, I don't see it, Mike. I don't see.
I posted it right here, but I don't know if this guy's accurate.
Oh, you put it in the private. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I put it, but I don't. This guy could be full of it.
Whatever happens, Brazier, the Yankees, they already had the offer before the lockout. So if Freeman wants to be a Yankee, maybe they offer 5 years, $150. What do you think he'll get? $30 million a year. He is 33.
I just don't see him leaving the Braves because he won the World Series with them. And why would he leave? I mean, why would he?
They don't want to give him the years he wants. It's his first time as a free agent,
Yeah.
It's a business. He wants to get the most money. Like Albert Pujols. Didn't Pujols leave the Cardinals?
Yeah, he did. I couldn't believe that.
No, that's fake news, Michael. This guy
fake.
is Nathan Santo Domingo. First of all, he does have a blue check mark, but it's not a Twitter verified check mark. He put his own. That's his own fabricated check mark.
I can see him 5 years. I can see him get maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. In Seattle, the Mets could do it if they wanted to.
No, he won 180. Freeman. This guy's saying he won 180.
Yeah, no, that's not I guess that wasn't excuse. Sorry for like the former president. Fake news.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe later. I want to watch the Sixers. That's another thing. The Puma Sports one is missing his.
Oh yeah, let's wrap it up because we got some basketball news there. Notes.
Great show. Yeah, it was great. Thanks for the support and the content. And it was great talking baseball with you guys. And baseball's officially back.
It is.
The drama's over. And let's see what the Yankees are going to do on all these other teams.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And we'll find out when is your next program, Popo Sports, so we can let everyone know and visit.
I just learned about this lockout when I came home like 2 hours ago. So maybe I'm gonna have to do a video now because I haven't done videos. It's so played out. Like how many times I see people make YouTubes updating on the lockout? There's no progress. Finally now
Right.
I can make a video, and then of course NBA. The playoffs will be starting them off. I can talk about that. And then, but we talked about mostly everything here, so I'll just update people on what they agreed to, luxury tax, the CBA, the players minimum, 12-team playoff format, And then, maybe next time I'll come back on again. I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Kevin and Heel, good Astro fan. I like to hear everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
I don't care what fan the team you are, biased. I like to hear all opinions, open-minded about everything. That's the same thing. You have to be more open-minded and hear the opinions, and not to be spoiled, like expect things and just spend. The Yankees need to have a balance and try to build this team for the future. You want to win the next 5-6 years and be good, or you want to be good for 1 or 2 years and then suck the next 5 years?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, but look at the Dodgers. They spend the money every year. They go.
But they also have amazing scouting and drafting, though. That's what you're not.
I know, but the Yankees could do what the Dodgers could do. They could do.
Hey, what's your team there? What's your basketball team?
Well, I started off with the Knicks, but then frustrating, and then I'm from Brooklyn, so in New York. So I when they moved to the Atlantic Avenue, from New Jersey, I said I want to go to a lot of games. So I started going to a lot of games. So I started watching more Nets, and then of course now they're trying to add everybody now. So I went to the Nets last year. Game 7 was a great game with Durant. It was on the 3-point line. I thought they were going to win and beat Milwaukee, and then it went to overtime. I would say against the Nets now. But
okay.
Because the Knicks, I always watched them in the 90s and 2000s, but there was something about them. I said, can I really be a fan long term? I never was like a true fan. I actually was a fan of Orlando Magic actually when I was young because I was a big Shaquille O'Neal fan.
I live here in Orlando.
Oh, you are? Oh, you do live in Orlando.
I live in Orlando. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was a O'Neal fan when I was growing up when that Penny Hardaway, Horace Grant. So I always hated when they lost to the Bulls and all them. So yeah, and then he left to go to the Lakers. So then I stopped being a Magic fan. I didn't want to become a Laker fan. I can never be a Laker fan. So that's how it started. Mostly Atlanta. My brother, that was just on before. That was my brother. He was a big Chicago Bull fan in the night. I used to watch him with Jordan. Now he's a Dallas Maverick fan.
Wow, he's like Heel. Heel's a Dallas Maverick fan.
Yeah, he's a big Dallas Maverick. He watches all the Dallas and Cowboys.
I know. I saw. I was about to mention that. Man, he has a love for the city of Dallas with the Cowboys. I
told him you should move there. You love it so much. You should get a cowboy hat and boots and hop on a horse and start going to
maybe join the real evil empire.
I don't think he would ever. I don't think he'll ever go to.
Rangers, maybe. We got a nice future.
Nah, the way he is with the Yankees. Yeah.
All right. So we'll definitely.
Thank you, everybody, for having me come on.
We'll hit that notification when the Pope comes on. We'll go ahead and crash his chat and write up a whole bunch of stuff in the chat and support the program. We definitely love supporting other programs, and we love to have you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate Kevin. A lot of other people I noticed, like me and Michael Costanza, we always get said, why all these other YouTubers never allow other people to come on
Yeah.
and like try to talk opinions, like the Jum Boy, all these other guys. They know who I am because I used to have Twitter. Then they had Simonetti, they have all these other YouTubers, and Fuzzy, I call him Fuzzy Wuzzy. He does basically, he's always talking. They don't like to talk to who's the other guy? Joe's McFly. Always
Yeah. They're a close circle. Yeah.
They only like to stay with their own little bubble. I wish they would just have an open mind and talk to anybody. Like I used to have a Facebook, and I used to have people just come on, and I add people to a live video. I had old people come on. That's how I started getting known. I was on Yes Network. I did a video one time. They put me on Yes Network, and then I did my YouTube. I started 3 years ago, so I started adding like videos. Then concerts, I try to upload different things, not just baseball, wrestling. I try to do UFC. So I try to mix it up. It's a shame that people don't like to join and just hear all opinions. Like they always want to do a video for themselves, for their own YouTube. But why? Who cares? So you have other people come on your YouTube. Is it a big deal?
Yeah. Pope, I have my information. Go into the private chat. You got there. All my information is there. This is another be a start of a wonderful program working with the Jedi Network as well, the Pope of Sports and Entertainment. So, like I said, you're more than welcome on any of our programs. We cover the MMA, we cover combat sport, we do football, we do the baseball watch along, Knicks basketball, with G Money Hoops, y'all. We talk basketball as well. So anything that has to do, I don't box myself like yourself in just one sport. We cover and we have different people to talk about it. I don't need to have my thumbprint on everything.
Very boring. You want to mix it up and try to get different viewers. That's why I try to add concerts to get different viewers. Like the wrestler, I got over 700,000 views on one video. So I try to upload stuff, but it's hard because it's copyright, and then they take videos down.
Talk. You're preaching to the choir here because, and also there's a lot of content. My son was just here on the AW on Sunday in Orlando. He was there live, and we have to edit the videos because we don't want, we try to bring it on the show. There was a little bit of copyright with some music and stuff, so we have to re-edit it and to tap around that and all that stuff. But he was there. He had a good time there in AEW. But all in all, man, I hope this is the beginning of a wonderful program of channels working together. Please like and subscribe. Please go check them out. The Jedi family is in force. I call them the world's most famous chat because they light it up here when we do the watch alongs, and hopefully we go there and bombard your channel and show the love that. Yeah.
Do the Knicks. I like to come on and do an NBA like a playoff preview. I would like to do that with you if you want to do that.
Yeah, definitely. We have information. I'm always welcome there. Myself and Chef Dan. Always, we do the basketball, and we're more than, of course, we love it. We always bring different people on. We had, if you look at the old videos, we always had different people coming on from all different, and we love to have guests on. We enjoy it to have that. As long as everyone's civilized and in order, of course, everyone gets tired of seeing the same faces, so we like to bring in fresh faces always.
I like the comedy or entertainment.
Yeah.
I like to go back and forth with them. It's so funny. All that arguing and jokes and all this. Drop it.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we appreciate you having you on there. Heel, give us your final thoughts before we say goodnight completely.
I'm just so happy baseball's back, and I hope free agents just zoom. Like I go to every team like in a heartbeat. And I'm. Even if we lose or re-sign Craig back, like I said, I'm just happy baseball's back. I love sports, but baseball is my main, brother, so to speak. So for baseball to be back, my love is awesome now.
Before we play,
I'm gonna try to get autographs. I'm in West Palm Beach now, so the Astros play there. So I was trying to get Verlander's auto Correa, but the virus is training. So I'm going next Friday. So I'll see you to get autographs. I'm gonna upload that. I'm gonna try to upload. Maybe
nice.
And like I always say, I my hat maybe say Astros, and yes, I have a Rangers one too. But I'm a baseball fan first. Like I'm a fan of the history of the sport and everything. So yeah,
that's awesome, Michael. Before we give our funny takes here, give us your last thoughts. Since you're gonna close it out, and we'll give our funny take, and then we'll have our little video, and then we out of here.
All right, so yeah, I'm happy that the season's back. Of course, baseball's finally here. So, and I just want to see the Yankees make big moves, and then I'll be happy.
All right, here's Michael's funny.
I don't understand you. I really don't. You have nothing better to do at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? I go out for a quart of milk. I come home and find my son treating his body like it was an amusement.
All right, well, we'll leave this tribute.
Pretty.
All right, guys. Play ball. Good night, guys.
The New York Yankees. The New York Yankees.
Ruth, Gehrig, DiMaggio, Mantle, Costanza.
I must say, with all due respect, I find it very hard to see the logic behind some of the moves you have made with this fine organization. In the past 20 years, you have caused myself and the city of New York a good deal of distress, as we have watched you take our beloved Yankees and reduce them to a laughingstock, all for the glorification of your